All righty. Hello, everyone. Hi. What's good, everybody? Excited about today's. It's going to be like a little short infomercial to bring us up to speed on everything that's going on in the digital investor entrepreneur space, which is really, really important. I think for everybody to get this information. I actually have my pen and paper right here, Mike, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to
Let's
take
go.
notes. I heard Mike. Mike, we've been a part of the same Wealth Academy for about 4 years together. I think you've been in for 4 years. I've been in for 5. And I heard Mike recently speak at a convention that we were both speaking at the Dixie Arena in Dallas, Texas. And I promise you, y'all, I was like, oh, heck. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I mean, Mike, you shut it down. The information was super strong, Phoenix. And I knew that I needed to get all on top of this because you guys know you can be a part of something or you can know a part of something, but it doesn't mean that you understand the conclusion of the whole matter. And that's really what's going on right now in the digital space. Like people think they know, like, bruh, you do not know. I'm deep in this thing, or I consider myself to be deep in this thing, but I feel like a baby all over again, Tamara. I mean, it's like learning, it's so much to learn. So I want to jump right into today. Mike is one of our main educators. Those of you guys that are new on here, you're going to have an opportunity to hear from Mike. You're going to have an opportunity to learn from Mike. I highly suggest, I'm telling you right now, I highly suggest that you hit me up or you hit up whoever invited you on here and say, okay, I need to be a part of this. I think we live in a time now where being a student is really not an option. Like if you don't end up putting yourself in a position where you're a student, you are going to be in trouble because everything is changing and it's changing quickly, swiftly, and it's going to happen with or without you. I definitely believe that we're at the beginning of the largest wealth transfer that the world has ever seen, and we have an opportunity to be a participator in that. So, Mike, before we jump into the information, brother, thank you again for jumping on here today with us. I want to ask, first of all, how did you know anything about cryptocurrency before you got involved with the Wealth Academy, or what were you doing before this?
So I was in network marketing, and let me know if I cut out because I'm not home right now. I'm on
Okay.
tour,
Okay.
so that may not be the best. But from 18 to 21, from 18 to 20, I made some money, and then I just lost everything. Right, my team, the company had some challenges, so then I kind of went really for 2 years trying to find myself. And then Jason and Matt and Alex, they introduced me to the company that I had met. I was selling health and nutrition, and then that show ended, and I had a decision to make at 21. I was broke after making 6 figures, and they showed this to me.
Got it. Okay, you did break up a little bit, but I think we're okay. So they introduced you to this. You came in when you first heard about this whole digital space. What was your mindset? Were you thinking, "Oh, this is going to be easy for me," or "This is going to be hard for me to learn"? Like, what was your initial thought?
Yeah, no, I thought it was definitely. I was really focused on learning in the beginning. It was definitely something different. And let me know if I'm cutting out. I might go to the other room. I knew it was going to be something different, and I just gave myself time. Right, I gave myself 2 years to really learn this. I didn't make a lot of money my first year trading, but I introduced this to my dad, and he's actually made more money trading than I have, which is absolutely just crazy. So I gave it time. I went to the academy. I started studying people like Curtis and Picasso and Nick Gomez, and just became a product of the product that we have, and we'll show some people. And this is something, no matter how long it takes, you want to stick with it, because everything that you've been learned, what we'll share with you here today is officially going to be challenged. The financial internet is now online. It's not at your Wells Fargo bank or your Chase bank. It is now in DeFi, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, no, that's really good. So it's almost like, and that's how I feel about this space. It's like I've had to unlearn a lot and then relearn and then unlearn and relearn,
Yeah.
but it's worth it because, our wealth portfolio as a result is, grown tremendously. And it would not have, if we would have not been in this space, because we wouldn't have known what to do, when to do, where to buy, how to buy, why buy. Like you guys, what we have is huge because not only are we educating you on, recommending, ultimately it's your decision, but recommending, hey, you may want to take a look at this. And then also making sure that you understand the utilization behind everything. And that's what I love. Nobody is managing your money. You manage your own money. We simply are just, putting you in a position to educate. So, all right. So let's talk about DeFi. What the heck is DeFi?
Yeah, so DeFi is short for decentralized finance. So if you go to a bank, or if I use something like a Coinbase, or if I anything where you're putting like your license, your passport, it's something that's centralized, right? They can kick you out, they can let you in, they can create whatever rules they want. If something is decentralized, you actually own it. So when people have, let's say, money on a major exchange like Coinbase or Robinhood or Binance, they actually physically don't own the crypto. Now, in DeFi started because of Ethereum. So Ethereum was first, and then DeFi allows us to build projects on top of an open network. So if you're somebody that can program, Ethereum is the best fit. So without Ethereum, there is no DeFi, and it allows people to build whatever they want. So there's projects and places that have built, NFTs are built on Ethereum's network. Ethereum was first, and Ethereum is a way better utility than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is limited, but Ethereum allows anybody to use the network, and it's also a deflationary mechanism. It's an asset where if I send Ethereum right now, it takes some Ethereum out of the network. So supply and demand, guys. Ethereum was $400 a year ago. Were you buying or were you scared at those levels? Now people want to get in, and it's not too late, but it will be. It like Joel, it will be in a couple of years. To be honest, like people have the opportunity today.
Wow. So in a couple years, you feel like getting involved in DeFi or just Ethereum, Bitcoin, the whole cryptocurrency move, if you want to become, grow your asset portfolio, I'll say, then now is really the time.
Yeah. No, there's never been a better time. Where DeFi is, and we were just talking on the phone about this, where DeFi is today, in my opinion, is where Bitcoin was around $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. DeFi, Joel, can I share my screen?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see, share screen. Boom. Awesome. Can you guys, Joel, can you see my screen?
No, not yet. Okay, here. I'm going to help you out here. Here we go. There we go. Now
Awesome.
I can, yes.
So DeFi you can see it? Awesome.
Yes.
So out of the entire crypto market, $2.2 trillion, 134 billion is in DeFi. So it started with Ethereum, right? But now there's so many other networks that people are hearing about, like Solana, like Binance, Binance Smart Chain. So all of this money, this is a very important number in DeFi. This is all money that is incentivized not to be selling, because people are earning way more money in DeFi than their local bank. And that is happening through things like staking. And we could talk about that.
Okay, that's really strong. So that dashboard we were just looking at, that's a DeFi dashboard that just kind of breaks down for you how it works. It's decentralized banking where you're the owner of it. The bank doesn't own it. You're the owner of it. And so honestly, when somebody starts looking at banking, opposed to putting in, 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, whatever in a Wells Fargo or Bank of America, they really should be, hey babe, they really should be putting that money in in an exchange like this, a coin exchange like this, because their money is going to grow a whole heck of a lot stronger. And this is why, you guys, this is why this education in that is so important. Shout out to Cecilia, all you guys that are on here right now. This is why this education is so important, because there are a lot of different exchanges, right? Mike?
Yeah, there's different networks. So it comes to it is, an exchange by a company or a few people. So instead of pooling, so like in the US, right, Wells Fargo is mainly all US citizens. So all the money in Wells Fargo is from people in the US. And DeFi takes the financial or the banking system and it goes global. Right now, you're in different pools or different liquidity with people from Japan, all around the world, everywhere in the world. Anybody can access this with Wi-Fi and the right wallet. So Ethereum started it, and now so many networks that have come along. Ethereum will always be first, but things like Solana and Polygon, these networks all have pros and cons. Some of them are cheaper fees, right? If I want to send Joel $1 million, right, through Wells Fargo, we're going to get flagged. They're going to ask questions. It's probably they're going to ask about take some fees. It could take up to a week. But in crypto, somebody the other day moved $3 billion, paid $7 in fees in crypto, and it took like 15 seconds. So that's why there's it's already too late. Guys begin, it's already so far in advance. Nothing's going to stop this. This will be trillions of dollars, right? Forex does what, 5-6 trillion a day. We're not even at $200 billion yet in DeFi.
Yeah. So this is the future. So the people that get involved in it now, I think their incentives and the return on investment, everything is probably going to be a lot stronger than even what it'll be in a couple years. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, no. So the yields, if you hear yield, it just means interest. So like the interest of different things change, and it fluctuates based on supply, demand, different algorithms. And we could show some different projects that are paying through things like staking, where you can earn rewards for just holding your crypto. But the average person doesn't know where to hold their crypto. They don't know how to secure, like actually physically own your crypto. They think leaving it on Coinbase is okay, and it is. But if it gets hacked, your crypto's gone. In DeFi, we don't leave our money in exchanges, right? We put our money in certain protocols. We stake it. We it's called farming. It sounds psychotic. We do things like yield farm interest by leaving our crypto in certain places.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Your money, you find a DeFi exchange or network that you like, and then where do you suggest people secure their crypto? Do they move it into staking? I mean, would you consider staking to be as secure as the Nano Ledger, or not quite?
No, okay, so this is a good question. So the safest place is a cold wallet. So a cold wallet, you can use Ledger. A Nano X is fine. Okay. Now in DeFi though, you need an Ethereum wallet. So you can use MetaMask. This is what I use. We're not affiliated with them at all. You can download this to your Google Chrome extension, and then I'm not home, so I'll show this MetaMask to you guys. You can send crypto. You can send Ethereum. So for the most part, you'll be using this for Ethereum, and you can send Ethereum to this address. And then when you go into, let's say you want to stake Superbid. Okay, I come into Superbid. After I have it in my wallet, in my MetaMask, very simple button I'm going to click. And then I'm going to sign. I don't know if you guys can see the MetaMask notification, but I would just connect my wallet here. I'm never putting in my email. I'm never putting in my phone number. All I'm doing is I'm coming in here. My wallet is now connected. And if I had Superbid in here, I can now stake this project for 20% APY for the current moment, which it goes up and down. After I have Superbid in my MetaMask, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, because you're going to have an Ethereum wallet. And so those Ethereum wallets, you could do, like you said, MetaMask. And what's the other one?
Yeah, MetaMask is a great one. It's super easy to use. You download it to your Google Chrome extension. Now, to secure your MetaMask, when you create it, it's going to have you write down, okay, 12 words. Now, this is how, if something happens to your computer or wallet, you have a seed phrase. Now, this is so important because if you don't own the seed phrase, okay, you actually don't own the crypto. You don't have possession of it. So it's a bunch of words that you write down. You don't take a picture of it. And if my computer breaks tomorrow, I get another laptop. I put those 12 words on a new MetaMask account. And then all my crypto that's here, I got it right back.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so staking. So you get the
Yep.
Ethereum wallet. Let's talk about staking a little bit. What is staking? How do you define staking? And how does it work?
Yeah. So staking it is just rewards that you're getting for holding a crypto. So the company or the DeFi protocol is basically incentivizing you or paying you to not to sell your crypto, and they're gonna pay you a certain percentage. Uh, it's so they're gonna use your crypto, and for most protocols, for most DeFi projects, they're gonna lend it to other people. And when they lend it to other people, they're gonna pay a good project that if you guys are plugged into our education, I called out a buy on Aave. This is a place that you can stake. Aave a couple weeks ago at $175. Right now, we're about $400. And if I go into Aave, guys, watch the simplicity of this. I literally just click enter application. It's going to pull this page up right here. And then in the top right-hand corner, when this loads, we're just going to click stake and connect our wallet. So there's no email. Once again, click enter app. The Wi-Fi where I'm at is not.
This is so crazy because I was just listening to an interview that Michael Saylor, and I can't think of the other guy's name, and Michael said they had the CEO of Aave on. Did you see that interview?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
And
That's recent?
yeah, it was recent. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. But I remember watching it and I was like, okay, let me check out Aave. So now I'm hearing it again here. So guys, those of you that are, brand new to this space and you like, you know what, y'all, I promise you, we're going to simplify it. Because one of the things that I've learned about anytime you want to learn something new, and this is almost like learning the language of wealth, it's repetition. It's 15 to 30 minutes a day. It's 30 minutes to an hour a day. It's application. So you don't wait, you understand everything to move. It's like just playing a big game of follow the leader. I have MetaMask on my phone because of the education that amazing educators like Mike and Curtis, offer, not because I knew anything about MetaMask. I didn't know anything about a Superbid. Superbid is a cryptocurrency that as a matter of fact, just recently, what the boxer, what's his name? Logan, wore Superbid shirts. They had Superbid all in New York, Times Square. So it caused, what did it do? It drove the price up because the demand was higher. They use a celebrity, right? And so I've learned these things as I go, but I don't wait till I understand everything before I move. So if Mike says, Jewel, download MetaMask, Jewel, buy some Solano, then I'm just doing it. And he sends a text message to everyone's phone through an app that you would have access to when you decide to get started. If you're ready to work smarter and not harder, this space is for you. This is not the decade of labor. This is the decade of the thinker, the person that says, I'm willing to learn. That's all you really have to do. So go ahead. Let's talk about swipe coins. I see it up right here. I like it.
Yeah, no, exactly what you were saying. We do the research for you. So when we were brand new, sometimes people think like we were born this way, like we just born out the womb understanding DeFi. Like, I dropped out of college after like 3 weeks. Like I was already in network marketing. I was already making more money than a lot of my teachers. So when I went to college, it was to make my parents happy, and then I became miserable, and I personally stopped going. So we do the research as educators. Everything that we send out is not financial advice. You make the decision. So myself and Curtis, we're educators for the company. You'll get this app. You'll sign in, username and password. So over the past 2 days, I've sent out 4 different trade ideas. So these are cryptos that you can go buy. So I called out yesterday or 2 days ago a crypto called Idle, and very similar to Aave. you can stake it as well. Now, I want to make one quick point on Aave. If you want to go take out a loan from your bank, okay, they're going to ask questions. They're going to ask for proof of, funds. They're going to ask how much money you have in your bank account, right? So all these things they're going to ask you, right? They can approve you or deny you. You guys know people go to get loans to start a business, and because of how people look or how people talk, they get denied. In DeFi, it's an open game. Nobody cares what your background is or what you've done. If you connect your wallet, you could actually take out loans through certain projects like Aave, and you can borrow literally right here, and this is what you'll pay back. Now, you have to have some collateral. They're not just going to give you $1 million of USD coin, but that's what's going on. So Aave and Superbid, these are all projects that we bring awareness to. So Kurt called out Aave at 331. Aave's at 390. He's up on his, since that last trade, he's up like 12%. Guys, in a week, your bank hasn't paid that to you in a couple decades combined. I called out Idle at 565, which is very similar to Aave. I called this out 2 days ago. We're up 17% today. We're up about 20% 2 days from just people following directions. It's crazy.
17%
today. Yeah,
and you called it out 2 weeks ago.
No income.
Right, absolutely.
I called this out 2 days ago.
2 days.
2 days ago. September 13th.
September 13th.
And then we give them the chart.
So that you can see,
chart
so
right there.
we can see what you see.
Yeah, and my take profit is $22. So I'm looking for this to 4x. I have a significant amount of money in here. Now, here's the important thing when you're looking at different cryptos, because you'll hear things about like Dogecoin and Shiba and SafeMoon, which is not safe, right? You want to see if they have a max supply, because if something is limited, there's scarcity. And when something is scarce, people are like fear driven, right? The fear of missing out. So what happens is these crypto projects put a max supply. So there will only ever be 13 million tokens. There will only, okay, in Aave, I think Aave is 10 million, 16 million in Aave. Well, Bitcoin, if Bitcoin was unlimited, it wouldn't be worth really too much, to be honest. Right, but there will only ever be 21 million ever.
Yeah. By the way, Lawrence Young and Tamara Young are on here. They're like, they love you.
Oh, what's up, guys? What's up, Lawrence? Hi, Tamara.
All right.
They're in the chat box. Oh,
so yeah, you see the comments. Darcy, it says, please wait, what site is this on? So basically, it's a part of our whole Wealth Academy that we're going to walk you in. I mean, this site, if you just want to go on a site, though, what site is this?
This is CoinGecko. We'll teach you how to use it and navigate it.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I want to say. Like, it's not just about being like, oh, let me go buy that. Let me go see that. Like, you need the whole education of everything, because things are going to continue to evolve. Things are going to continue to shift. Things are going to continue to change. So just when you feel like, oh, I just learned how to buy Bitcoin, then you find out it's a whole lot more to cryptocurrency than just buying Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Or just even buying like Ethereum.
When?
Huh?
And it's also when people buy it. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
It's also like when they get the projects. People love to chase. And that is why most people don't make any money trading, because they buy at the top and then they sell at the bottom. Like, what logical sense does that make? It doesn't. But their emotions make it valid. Like, oh, it's okay. You just take the loss. It'll be okay. You'll get back in when it goes lower. And then it goes higher. And then they get back in at the top again. And it's this cycle that just keeps repeating that people make because it's emotional. I want to throw that point in there.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And so, I mean, I know you have a ton of stories of people coming in who knew absolutely nothing, but they just kept getting on your sessions. He's a part of our digital currency academy that you guys are going to have complete access to. Okay, I want you to talk a little bit about liquidity mining. Define that, and what is a person? Where do you go with that?
Okay, gotcha. So when you hear like words like liquidity and mine, very complicated, but in reality, it's not. So I'll show you a place that we called this out on one of my live sessions the other day. So we actually called out to buy the project. So we called out a buy at $10. Okay. Literally, in like the next day, price went to $17. We called out a buy on September 10th. 2 days later, it went up 70%. Right now, it's still up 30% radium. Now, if I go in here, I can come in here and I can click liquidity. Now, all this means is that you own crypto. You own certain crypto projects, and now you can start to make some money. Now you can take the crypto that you're already owning, that you're already holding, and now you can put it to work. And every different project in DeFi, you have the ability to create a new stream of income. It may not be a lot, but everything great starts small. So I can come in here and let's say I have Radium, which is that crypto project. And then let's say I have Solana. I can take my Radium and my Solana, two cryptos, and I can add liquidity. Now, Radium is going to pay me because they're basically borrowing my crypto, and every time it's used, I'm going to earn on that. And when you look at some of the returns, right, this has nothing to do with our company. This is just what's happening in DeFi right now. And so you take a look at this, it's crazy. And you'll earn Radium. So you'll earn the token Radium in these APRs. So you're not getting like dollars, you're earning crypto for leveraging your own crypto that you're already holding if it's in the right places. Some of these APRs are wild.
Wow. Okay, that's good. So basically, you take the crypto that you already have and you put it in. We're gonna say.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so you basically take the crypto that you already have, like a Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then you put it in a platform like Radium, and then you're going to earn money. You're going to earn crypto on your crypto being held there, but they're not going to pay you in cash. They're going to pay you back in the form of Radium.
For this example, yeah.
Okay.
The one I was telling you on the phone, and this will be a little bit, maybe a little bit, another good example, is called Quick Swap. And you guys, if you're brand new, don't worry. We have courses. I'm going to show you exactly where to get this information. But you guys can come in here and see that I can put in, let's say, Ethereum and US dollar, which is basically but in crypto. And I can earn, right now, this liquidity farm is paying about 20% APY. But the cool thing, Joel, is that they're paying you in, it's called a Quick Swap token. Now, everybody here, you probably heard supply and demand before, right? Quick Swap token, there's only 1 million that will ever be made. I gave out a buy position on this project at $212 about a month ago. The next day, it went to $1,200, and now it's back around 5-6. But you could earn this. You can earn this free crypto by putting your crypto that you're holding just in the right places, which is not.
Yeah, yeah. China's on Mike. She's like, sheesh.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, different.
Super strong. So basically, you're looking at 20% APY. So on average, would you say on average, most liquidity farming opportunities are putting you right around the 20% per year on your crypto?
So they fluctuate. They fluctuate every day. Yeah, so they fluctuate. I've seen some of these. Like I'm in all three of these. So I'm in this one, this one. But yeah, probably 20 to like 200%. Anything more than that is not stable. Probably definitely too good to be true, right? It works for a short period of time, but 20 to 50% is usually a good range that you can look for.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So that on average, that's it. Okay. So that's liquidity mining. So everybody needs to be getting in that. The crypto you have, you want to put it. Are there some, you have some favorite exchanges for liquidity mining? What are some of your favorite platforms for that?
Yeah, so I just did. So this go live, guys, and I just did a 3-day boot camp. And when you guys get started with the team and with the company, you have access to all of the different live educators. And on day 1 of the boot camp, I went through like 10 different, that's Sean, I went through 10 different exchanges that people can, put their crypto in if they decide to. So you can take a look at the recording, but I want to show you guys probably the best one right now, though, would be Radium, which is what I showed them for right now.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
Radium
That's good.
is, yeah.
Give us a strategy. Now there's tons of strategies, right? But give us a strategy. Somebody's new to crypto. They're like, bet I'm gonna buy some Ethereum, some Bitcoin. I'm gonna put it in Radium because I want to get it staked. Do they have a compounded interest chart that kind of helps you to look at, hey, if I hold my money in here this long, this is what I'm kind of looking at, or you do your own compounded interest? Are you seeing people put money in there every month, every week, once a quarter, once a month? I mean, for people that are like savvy digital, investors, what are you seeing across the board with them in terms of how often are they putting crypto into a Radium?
Yes, this is a great question. So what's important is to have a trading plan. So we teach this on our sessions. So very simple. I would create some sort of budget. You have a job, you're a chairman, you have residual income, right? Get to that point where you're going to put whatever that number is, whatever it's 2 figures, 3 figures, a month or a week into crypto. So figure that out for your situation with wherever you're dealing with, whether it's 20 bucks a day or 20 bucks a week. Figure that out. So what's the budget? And then dollar cost average is really what allows us to not be stressed. And I'll give you an example. Okay. So, what dollar cost average means is, let's say, and this is what we teach. Let's say we buy something at $5. We buy a crypto at $5, but then we buy it at, let's say, $1. Let's say it drops. I learned this in school. The average price that I would have on that crypto would be about $3. Okay. So I buy this crypto at 5. I buy it at 1. Price goes to 10, 20 bucks one day. My average was 3. But what the average investor does is they put all of their eggs in this basket at 5. So when price goes to 1, they panic. They sell at the floor when they should be accumulating because they're not educated. And it's okay. It happens. That's why this company is so valuable. So you create this average price. Now, where the market's at today, this is important, is the market's not going to be in a bull run forever. But with DeFi, the next bear market, and when we say the word bearish, you can just think of down. When the market goes down, right? The stock market is just continuing to go higher. This is eventually going to come back. Stock market, crypto. But DeFi keeps people in the game to not sell. So in 2017, Bitcoin dropped, Jewel. Everything dropped. I mean, every single project in crypto just dropped. But why would that happen again when people are incentivized 20%, 50%, 100% in certain places? So my advice would be to create a budget. So here's an example when I'm talking about dollar cost average in your budget. Last week, let's see, it was, 2 weeks ago, I called out a buy on sushi. Now, not the restaurant in your neighborhood, but on a crypto. And I called out the buy at $10, between $12 to $10. So let's say you bought it at 12, right here at this blue line, but then price went lower. You don't panic. You don't freak out. You buy at 10. Let's say you're going to put $200 in. You put 100 at 12, 100 at 10. but now your average price that you're in your investment, and remember, this is not investment advice, it's just strategy, is now 11. Well, today, price decided we're getting some $15 sushi almost. And now in 2 days, go ahead.
No, this is so good. This is so good. This makes sense to me because, like you said something a minute ago. This is to keep people in the world of crypto, regardless of what's happening. Because if you're making money through liquidity mining, you're making money, period, whether the coin is up or down.
Correct. Yeah, even in a bear market, DeFi is not going to have a huge pullback, in my opinion. And this number, DeFi dominance, this is what is, if this gets to like 10%, Bitcoin can go down 10, 20K. Is it going to affect the market? A little bit. But the more that this number and the more that this market grows and the use of DeFi and this entire space, Bitcoin could drop 20K and Ethereum may actually go higher. Ethereum actually may go up because people are going to take their money out of Bitcoin and move it into DeFi. And that's what we're slowly starting to see on the charts. Jewel, I can't hear you.
This is what I love about this space. It's not just do this, do this, do this. It's educating you. These are the facts. This is ABCD. Okay. They can hear me now. Yeah. It's
exactly. This is
it's ABCD
from the beginning.
You get a chance to say, I like B and I like C, and I don't want to do A and D. You get a chance to call it. But what I really love, and this helped me because I was fuzzy where liquidity mining was concerned. I was like, wait, this is a little fuzzy to me. So on average, if you're doing 20%, it doesn't matter what's happening in crypto. It almost sounds like liquidity mining, if you compare it to staking, that it's stronger.
Yeah, so it is because when you're like yield farming or liquidity mining, you're putting two cryptos like in the market, right? When you're staking, so like you could also just stake. So this is a good example. So Radium, I could liquidity mine, I can put Radium and Ethereum and I can earn 78% APR. But if I just have Radium, I only have, I can take my Radium and I can stake it for 30% APR. But this is just Radium, if that makes sense. So you're going to earn more in farming and liquidity mining because you're putting in two cryptos.
Got it. Okay, let me write that down. I hope y'all taking notes. Okay, one more time. You're going to make more.
So yeah, you can earn a little bit more in farming and mining because you're putting in two cryptos. So I'm putting in Radium and Ethereum or Radium and US dollar coin. And then staking is usually just one project. And it's just one crypto.
Okay, this is really good. Now, guys, brand new people, right, Ashley? You guys have access to all of this. I started watching your bootcamp number 1. You have, I think, bootcamp 1, 2, and 3 that you just recently did on DeFi. And when I heard you in Dallas, I know China felt this way. We were like, okay, so Mike is that dude. Okay, so we about to go back. And I literally started listening to DeFi bootcamp number 1, taking really good notes, and then applying what I'm learning. So even what I heard today, I'm not going to just hear this. I'm actually going to start doing liquidity mining with my money. I'm going to start staking. Well, I'm already staking, but I'm taking it up on liquidity mining and I'm taking it up on yield farming because it makes sense. You got two cryptos going. So now you're making money. Guys, the best way to learn is to start applying as you learn. Apply as you learn. Okay, let's just take a theoretical example. Okay, and then we'll get ready to wind up. Theoretical. right? Somebody trying to figure out what they're gonna get, their mom for Christmas. My sister Janetta's on here, and we always have these conversations about what we get mom and dad, right? So we want to give, we say, okay, we're gonna give mom and dad theoretically $10,000. Okay. And we're gonna say we're gonna take that 10,000 and we want to do some liquidity mining. So that means we would take not dollars, but we would take $10,000 of Ethereum, right? Put it in Radium, right? But we would have to use an Ethereum wallet, right? And we could do Coinbase Pro.
So for Radium,
yeah.
Yeah, so for Radium, okay, so remember there's different network.
Okay.
Ethereum's network, you can use MetaMask. For Solana's network, which is what Radium is on, you have to use a different wallet. So for this wallet, you would use Phantom for Solana's network. Same process, but you would use Phantom with Solana's network. And instead of sending Ethereum to MetaMask, you would send Solana to Phantom because it's two different networks. All DeFi, but Solana is a different project.
Okay, you said something earlier.
And Jewel, in this video right here, I show everybody that. So this video, if they watch this one right here in my recorded sessions, they'll see all of that, how to set up the wallets.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, because that's the first thing. We got to set up the wallets. Now,
correct.
So then after that, we take Ethereum and move it into Radium.
Yeah, you take Solana and then in your Phantom.
Okay. In my Phantom. Okay.
Yeah. All these words are crazy. But yeah, instead of Ethereum, you're using Solana. You would convert it. You would swap it just like you on Mask, but it would be Solana. Would find Radium right here. It's not going to show it on this MetaMask, but on Solana, on Phantom, excuse me. And then, yeah, the same process. You would come in here, connect your wallet, and in literally seconds, you're staking or yield farming.
Your money is there. Guys, you can go back. And let me tell you, this is why I love this space. I've already listened to your DeFi Bootcamp one time. I'm going back listening to it again. You want to be a student in this thing. You don't want to just be like, oh, that's just too much. No, because otherwise you're going to go back to your same 5 or 6 figures where you could have been making that in a day. Okay.
Yeah.
The possibilities over here are endless. So you want to make your brain work. You want to make your brain work. And so that's why some of you that have been hitting me up like, oh yeah, I bought some Bitcoin. Yay. I am happy for you, but baby, it's so much more than that. Like it's a whole situation. I believe they made it complex on purpose. I remember Michael Saylor said this. He said, I'm betting that the middle class and the lower class will not stay around long enough to figure this out. I don't know if you saw that interview, but I was like, dang, no, he did not just come in here and say this. Mike, is it not true?
No, I mean, the wealth is happening. It's happening now. It's happening in plain sight. And you have to just do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. You have Stephen Curry and Tom Brady, literally part owners of FTX. FTX just bought the American Airlines Arena in Miami. The Miami Heat play there. I live in Miami. Every time it's everywhere. They just sponsor a team colors. So crypto's in plain sight, but the average person, Joel, is going to miss this wave. And in 5 years, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, to be very mad that they didn't pay attention. A lot of people. So please pay attention.
Please pay attention. And that's why you got to connect with the person that invited you on here. Don't just come in here and hear all of this stuff. Y'all see, I mean, I was like, I'm going to be a student online on Facebook because I think sometimes, a lot of times when you come off as the expert, I come over here fluently speaking a lot about the language of wealth, but this is like 2.0. Okay. Like it's on some other stuff. So I'm learning. We're going to learn together, but I'm not going to sit back and wait a month before it all totally makes sense. I'm going to start, got my Ethereum wallet, MetaMask. Okay. Now, Tashana, let me move it over to Radium. And like he said, you can make more money that way because you're dealing with two cryptos. I'm going to go back and listen to his boot camp that he just did on DeFi, on decentralized banking. I'm going to become a student every single day. So I know we've been on here, I can't believe, almost an hour. Two things, Mike. You said that there was a K, a word with the K, where you could put everything on that, and it's really, really simple.
Oh yeah.
What,
Yes. Let me
what
show
was
them
that?
show that real quick as we
Yeah, please.
wrap this up. I have a go. So I actually have a go live session today in 1 hour. So people can plug in and you guys can get started right now. Get plugged in with Jewel and whoever invited you, and then you guys can actually watch your first live session in 1 hour and 10 minutes. So this is a DeFi dashboard. Okay, so you can take all of like your different accounts, your different wallets in, not on Ethereum's network mainly, and you can actually see. So like if there's no money in this wallet, but if there was, it would say net worth. You could actually go through this exchange. So like instead of doing it on other exchanges, you could actually do it all right here. So I can swap my Ethereum. Let's say I want to swap it into to Superbid. Let's say I had 5 Ethereum. It's going to be the best gas price, which is like the fee, which is super, super low right now. And it's going to do the conversion for me. So I can do that on different networks, right? BSC is another network, Polygon. Now, also, if I click the button farm, it's going to show me some of the best places that I could earn interest. I personally don't use these opportunities, but I use this to track my crypto. So farming on QuickSwap, your rewards. Oh, where's the money? How can I track like how much I'm making a day? Zapper at the top right here would show you, you're earning this amount of money a day. So you can use this as a tool. I teach this and I show this to you guys on day 4 of the Future is DeFi course that we created. Exactly how to use Zapper.
Okay, that's perfect. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. Listen, those of you that are on here, somebody invited you on here. Get back with the person that invited you. If I invited you, hit me up in my messenger or YouTube, or get back with that person. Call them right now saying, oh my gosh, I listened to everything Mike said. And this is the people that do this. Mike, I believe this with everything within me. We can't make any income claims, but I believe that the people that lean in on DeFi and the whole world, wonderful world of crypto, are going to become extremely wealthy in a short amount of time, because this is where the world is headed. Nobody just knows it.
Yeah, facts. This people don't know. Like they just don't understand. It's like Bitcoin. I saw a video of a guy the other day. He was doing a conference, Jewel, in 2013. There was 3 people in the room. There was 200 chairs. The guy's preaching buy Bitcoin. He's in a suit and tie. 3 people, one gets up and leaves. And that video is going viral right now because that dude supposedly was like a billionaire, like kind of low key. So don't be that person that gets up and leaves the room when you're in the room right now and there's opportunity. So
yeah, because
Joel, I appreciate the invitation. This was fun. We'll do it again soon.
Thank you, Mike. All right, I'll see you on Go Live. All right, so Mike is getting ready to teach. This is what I want to say to you. Even that guy that's the billionaire, what he doesn't understand, and we didn't get a chance to get into all of this, Janetta, is the fact that your purchasing power, right, China, is going to be 50% less, Karen. Like, so even if you feel like you're sitting on some racks, your purchasing power is about to be drastically reduced. So for so many reasons, we all need to be moving into this area of DeFi and decentralized banking and taking it up to the next level in the crypto, and not just getting stuck on, oh, I bought some Bitcoin. Baby, you're gonna need to do way more than that. Okay. So I'm about to do my work and start setting some of these things up, Rosie, that he talked about. Again, get back with the person that invited you on here. Let's grow together. Let's grow our wealth together. Let's make this the absolute best Christmas of your entire existence. There's no reason why you cannot be up and stuck. So love you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and go back, send this replay to some people, because they need to see this, okay, so they can get started today. All right, bye. Love y'all. See ya.